There's only one name that I can sit here and say that sums up tonight's game between the Raptors and the Denver Nuggets. Scott Foster. I don't know how many games that I've tried to cover, whether it's basketball, whether it's hockey, whether it's baseball even, where I talk about the officials not making these games about them. Now, let me very quickly break down the portion of the Toronto Raptors that I wanted to touch on. Number one, I thought the Raptors played a phenomenal road game for the most part of the game. And in the fourth quarter, they're up by 6. They were able to hold that 6-point lead. Then it started to unravel. They allow a 7-0 run. They end up starting to trail in the game. And then, what's grabbing Twitter, what is tearing apart Raptor fans, including the player himself, Scotty Barnes, is with less than 30 seconds to go in the contest, Jakob Poeltl gets called for a foul. A very ticky-tack foul. But of course it's against Jokic, right? The possible MVP again. So he's headed to the free throw line. But in comes Scott Foster and decides to send Scotty Barnes packing for the night. What in the world is Scott Foster doing? Scotty didn't get in his face. He didn't do an egregious motion. This is Scott Foster after the game. Josh Lewenberg tweeted this out. Scott Foster on his ejection with Scotty Barnes. And this is the quote, he was ejected on one technical foul because he used verbiage, I don't know what the hell it is. I guess verbal language, I guess. That which directly questions the integrity of the crew. You're going to kick a guy out of the game in a 1-point game. It is ridiculous. It is sickening that Scott Foster decided that I'm going to make this game about me. And if you watch, there's tons of camera angles. If you see the camera angles of the other officials, they're all shocked that this was called. One guy, and I believe it was the one that, I have a quote again, because I had to take a screenshot of this. This was Nick, oh gosh, I don't pronounce his last name, Burkert, you know what, forget it. You guys know who I'm talking about. You've probably seen the video already. Scotty Barnes is saying, what the hell did I do wrong? And his response, if you read his lips, and there's a quote, I don't know, man. I don't know, but you gotta go. It is sickening that the league decides when they want to make a call. Not if there's a foul. No. If there's a foul against somebody good in a big moment, that's when it matters. It is embarrassing. Look, would the Raptors have won this game? I don't know. They were having breakdowns late, so it might not have ended up that way. But to not even give the opportunity, and from that foul call onwards, the Raptors do not score another point. They end up losing by 5, 118-113. The fact that Scott Foster made it about him is embarrassing. He should be embarrassed. Whatever you want to call the NBA officials as an organization should be embarrassed. I'm seeing all over Twitter constant guys, whether it's players, and Scotty Barnes even himself, tweeted out after the game saying, I am in disbelief. Because the referees decided to make a call in a 1-point game. Sure, if they make the free throws, it's a 3-point game. It's still a 1-possession game. But instead, you get the free throw, it makes it a 4-point contest. Which, in hindsight, makes it a 2-possession game and basically ices it. It's an embarrassment to the league. We've talked about it countless times all over social media, not just myself with the Raptors. How many times have we seen other sporting events, other teams, talk about officials being damn terrible? And this is another prime example of an official wanting to make himself bigger than the game itself. I can speak for Nuggets fans. I can speak for Raptors fans. This game tonight was a hell of a game. Both teams battled. The Raptors contained Jokic. But in the end, Scottie gets kicked out by an official with less than 30 seconds to go in the game on a nothing. Would Scott Foster make that call against LeBron James in the playoffs? No, he would not. Nothing against LeBron, because he's obviously one of the greatest of all time. But it's the premise of the situation. Wake up, Scott Foster. Wake up. I don't know. Look, Mark Davis is another. The fact that I know his name tells me everything that I need to know. Now, like I said earlier, would it have changed the outcome of this game? Who knows? We will never know. You go back to the Super Bowl. Some of the calls that were made there. One of the big calls late, the pass interference. If that call was not made, would we have seen Philly come down the rest of the field and win the Super Bowl? We won't ever know. We never got the chance. And same goes for tonight. We will never get the chance to see if the Raptors would come away with this win in a game that they needed to find a way to win, where they were up for a good majority of the game. But it's embarrassing to watch the official in that tight of a game make their presence known, that we know their name. We know Mark Davis. We know Tony Brothers. Why? There's reasons for that. We now know Scott Foster very well. And it's sickening. Almost 8 minutes in, I barely talked about the game itself. But you know what? I needed to let all of this fly. I will quickly run through the numbers before we wrap this up. It's flat out embarrassing. As I said, the Raptors fall to 118-113 and now drop to 32-34 on the season, back to 2 games under 500. Look, the effort was there. I'm proud of these guys for the effort that they put in tonight on the road, in elevation, in Denver. They were right there. They shot 50% from the field, 30% from 3, 85% from the line. Not bad at all. They shot 50% from the field, as the Raptors did. They shot 39% from the field. They made 3 more threes than the Raptors did. They were 83% from the free throw line. And Raptors stats, Jakob Pearl, 18 points, 9 boards, 4 assists, 9 of 13 shooting. Really nice night for him. Pascal Siakam, 19, 4 and 4, shot 8 of 18 from the field. Again, it's back-to-back games where he hasn't scored 24. It's tough. OG, 12 points, 4 boards, 1 dime, 3 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 of 6 from distance. The 3 of 6 from 3 is what I'm looking for from OG, plus the defense. Because, by the way, he was initially slotted against Nikola Jokic, who didn't even crack 20 tonight. He had 17 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 of 8 from the field. Let me put it into perspective for you guys. Jokic averages 24.5 a game, almost 12 boards a game, and he averages a triple-double, where he had 17, 13, and 9 in the game. The Raptors did a great job containing Nikola Jokic, minimizing what he could do, except for getting to the free throw line at the end of the game. All right? Where he had 6 free throw attempts, he made all 6. You know what? I can't even look at the numbers. I can't look at the numbers and give myself that sort of confidence that's what I should be looking at. Sure, were there moments in the game the Raptors dominated? Yes. Were there moments where the Nuggets came back in the game and made it a contest? Yes, absolutely. But in the end, in the dying moments where the fans are on their feet in Denver, and when it's the 1-point game, late, with less than 30 seconds to go, the referees, including, more importantly, Scott Foster, make their presence known. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm done talking about this. Look, I hate harping on the refs. If you've watched all my videos in the past, you will know that I rarely harp on the officials. And if I do, it's more of like a, hey, the foul discrepancy in the first half was terrible, but it regained form in the second half, so it was okay. It kind of evened out as the game goes on, and that's it. But tonight, I needed to say something. Because it's something that is bottled up for a while. It is something that needed to be said in a game where the Raptors, in the final, 20 games of the season, need every game. And when you're down 1 on the road against a great team and you have a chance, it's tough. It really is. The next game for the Toronto Raptors, I believe they head to LA, isn't it? Yeah, they head on to take out the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. I know it's not called Staples Center, but I don't care. Crypto.com, excuse me. I've actually been there. It's kind of crazy. I'm going to be going back in July as well. So excited. But the Raptors will take on the Los Angeles Clippers 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock tip-off on Wednesday. Very excited. Then on it's not a back-to-back. Really? The Lakers on Friday at 10:30. In the same place. Why is it half an hour difference in the same damn arena? Whatever. It is what it is. Schedule is the way it is. Alright, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoy the video and not the ending to this game, but the game overall, because it was a very good game between both teams for quite a large size of the game. Smack the like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Raptors? Your thoughts on the call. Your thoughts on the officiating late in the contest. The fact that his own crew, right as he's teeing up Scott, he's like making a double take, like, what? Wait, what? As the guy standing right beside Scotty, probably hearing every word Scotty's saying. Sure. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Twitter and Instagram links are down below. Discord links down below. The TikTok link. So please, Raptor fans, check out the TikTok links. I'll probably be posting a video right after this, probably before this video is even uploaded. Just briefly yapping the official because I need to let it all fly. Like, I guess I didn't let it all fly here. But it is what it is. Check out the TikTok link down below if you want to hear more Scott Foster comments. The Discord link, Twitter and Instagram, all that stuff's down below. And I'll talk to you guys Jay's Edition on Wednesday, as we'll be wrapping up this past week's games. And man, oh man, the last 2 games have been absolutely insane. A lot of fun to talk about there on Wednesday. As for the Leafs, they're back in action tomorrow against the Devils, but no Ryan O'Reilly, no John Tavares. It doesn't look good. We'll see how it goes, though. Tomorrow night against the Devils, I believe it's a 7 o'clock puck drop there in Jersey. And as for the Raptors, they're back in action, as we said, on Wednesday evening, 10 p.m. tip-off in LA, taking on Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And not the ending to today's game. We'll talk to you guys then.